Okay, so this dude named Xenon comes up to me, he's like, yo, give me a guest narration. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And he's like, I got a long-ass match for you. Ready for it? And I was like, no, but I'll do it anyway, I guess. I don't even know. Anyways, what's up, guys? It's me, QuandalRen66, here doing a guest narration for the man that made me. Approximately about 10 months ago, I figured, I haven't done a guest narration on this channel ever. And he gave me this match, so I figured, why not? He has a... it's a long-ass match. I haven't looked at it at all, so if there's stally bits, I'm sorry. I'll try my best to fill them. But it's 38 turns, about 10 minutes. We'll go with it, and we'll play it back right now. Okay, so what we got here is a roulette match, I'm assuming between him and somebody else. He also left me some notes that he wants to discuss. So I'm going to go ahead and discuss these notes of sorts, and he's going to go ahead and lead off with his Cobalion. The opponent goes for the Volt Switch, and he says I was predicting him to Hidden Power Ice or Grass. Basically over-predict because he does have 2 ground types on his team, and that did seem a little bit bold. But the majority of Jolteons are choiced, so yeah, you can see it from how much that damage that did. That seems to be specs. So, I don't know, it does to me. But anyways, he switches out to his Gligar on the Switch, as his opponent is going to go ahead and set up the rocks. Xenon's going to go ahead and set up the Toxic like he always does, and his opposing Gabite has a Lumberry, and he goes for the Roar. Goes into Magic Bounce Espeon. I think the one turn of the match that I might have seen might have been right now. No, it might have been later. Okay, so he goes back into Gligar. So he really wants his rocks up. And yeah, or just predicting the Earthquake in general, or just being a physical walk. This thing undoubtedly has Eviolite and whatnot. So anyway, in comes this Lucario. And Xenon does go for the Earthquake, surprisingly not the Rocks. I was thinking that he really wanted him up that badly. But he switches out, predicting a special Lucario, with the Hidden Power Ice or whatever. And he says his Gligar is maximum special defense, and he does see the Hidden Power. And it is resisted. Not sure if it is Ice at this point, but even if it was a good play on his part. That was kind of like a superhumanly thing. I wouldn't suspect, Scarf or anything of the sort, but... he did predict the Hidden Power Ice very nicely, so he's going to go for the Close Combat. On the Throw, does about half. He's not set up. I know he does have Sword Stance on this set. It's a weird, like, slow wall breaking set, I guess. It's like max speed and it's got like Toxic on it for those walls that, I don't know. Anyways, opponent goes for the Bulk Up on the Switch as Xenon decides to bring in his Reuniclus, which will definitely threaten it out. I'm not sure who's faster. I know both of these are really slow right off the top of my head. But surprisingly, Reuniclus, well, maybe not surprisingly, I don't know. Like, I have no idea on their speeds, but Payback goes first, so it doesn't do as much damage as it should, but then again, a Psychic would have taken it out from that range, so if Payback went second, then he wouldn't have damage in the first place. Anyways, Lucario comes in. Seeing Lucario come in on the Switch makes him think that it's probably a special Lucario, bluffing the Dark Pulse or something like that. So Xenon goes to Cobalion to get the Justified boost, what he thinks. But nope, it's not, and the opponent makes a great play, goes for the Close Combat, predicting that. And looking at him switching out, it's kind of evident that he's choiced in some way. We still don't know what it is at this point, because Xenon's been playing around with some slower pokes. But in comes Gligar to resist it, gonna go for the Toxic on the Switch, finally get it on the Gabite, which is... that's what he was aiming for back on like turn 2 or 3 or some shit like that. Anyways, in comes his Espeon. Very nice play, predicting the Roar. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but Magic Bounce. It does bounce the Roar back. And right here he forgets about Shadow Ball, that Jolteons do tend to carry these. So Espeon's down, which is unfortunate, but hey, we all make mistakes from time to time. So in comes Gligar, who will probably be able to take that because it's not stab or anything of the sort. Opponent's going to go ahead and switch out, decide to go into his Lucario, I guess, on the... Why'd you go for Toxic? It's a little confusing. Anyways, switches out, decides he doesn't want to take the HP Ice, goes to Reuniclus. His opponent tries to predict yet again, goes for another Close Combat, doesn't really end up working out this time, mainly because of the Reuniclus, so I don't need to tell you guys twice, you can see what's on the screen. And in comes Azelf, as Xenon's going to go for the Recover, which is very nice. I'm still busy trying to look at his notes. Let me see. Okay, so Azelf is going to go for the Trick. Not sure what it's tricking. Could be Scarf at this point. It looks like... Okay, so it's Specs. A Reuniclus with Specs on it, not going to lie, that's not terrible. As you can see, Psychic does over half. I'm pretty sure that's unboosted. And his opponent's going to go ahead and switch out into his Gabite yet again, try to take that Specs Psychic. And I'm guessing it might have... No, it had Lumberry, that's right. Okay, so it couldn't have Eviolite. But that's a crit. Don't think it mattered at all, especially with +1 Reuniclus' really high special attacking stat and all that. So, what do we got next? We have Lucario versus Gligar. And here comes a crunch. Doesn't do that much. I really wish I knew more about this match. It's a roulette and it's pretty fast, so just deal with it. Anyways, he's gonna go for the Roost as Azelf comes in. I'm guessing he doesn't want to get his Eviolite tricked off of him, which is what's on the notes here. So he's gonna go ahead and switch out to his Rhydon. And it's kind of useless against his team, but it's still nice to see someone else using Rhydon as well. But opponent's going to go for Psychic instead. This is a Life Orb Psychic as opposed to Specs. Still hurts a lot. But yeah, anyways, he's going to go into Reuniclus to take that Psychic or the Grass Knot, whatever he wants to go for. Grass Knot does like nothing, even with Life Orb, which is very nice. Doesn't want to go for the Psychic, so he goes for Flamethrower instead. That is normal damage? Wow, that's normal damage. Okay. Anyways, he's going to recover all that Flamethrower damage off, get some health back, the likes, you know how it goes. And opponent's going to withdraw, go to Lucario at this point. Why is that thing still not dead? Why you no predict? Why you no do nothing? Okay, so Lucario and Rhydon, I believe that was a double switch if I'm not mistaken. Xenon, despite thinking his Rhydon is still rather useless, doesn't want to stay in for that and would much rather go out to Gligar to predict the close combat, maybe get some potential use out of Rhydon later. Takes close combat very nicely. So right here, the last note, I guess it's on this page, is he kind of expected him to Toxic again, which is why he stayed and went for the close combat again. And he's just gonna get a free Roost going on. And yeah, I don't know. Just waiting for this turn to end. This match is surprisingly, you know, not stally. It's just long. It's long as fuck. So in comes a Chinchino named Technologic. What? Okay. So. U-turn happens, blah blah blah, all this stuff. I'm sorry I don't have better insight on this match, but yeah, anyways, Azelf comes in on the Toxic. It's gonna die to Toxic and Life Orb Recoil. I'm assuming he might be able to take a hit. I'm not 100% on that, don't quote me on it. But he's gonna go ahead and go out to Rhydon potentially as fodder, depending on the move choice. Not sure what he wants to go for. Anyways, he goes for Trick. Gonna get the Life Orb off of him, which is very nice, but I do think that he still will end up dying from Toxic damage, and Rhydon no longer has Eviolite, and he'd much rather have Eviolite on Gligar over Rhydon, so Rhydon's almost pretty much dead anyway, and Chinchino goes for Wake Up Slap. Okay, that's interesting, not gonna question it, but anyways, Xenon's gonna go ahead and bring his Vaporeon. I know Chinchinos do tend to pack Bullet Seed from time to time. And Sweep Slap is doing a lot. That's only 3 hits though, because it's more likely Technician. But because he lived, he's going to be able to get the Scald off and get the burn. So that pretty much sucks for Chinchino, especially if, you know, Xenon pulled like a Ferrothorn or anything like that. I don't like using Chinchino just because of Ferrothorn's presence. If you walk in and you have like Skill Link or something on Chinchino, then you'll end up taking like half just from Iron Barb's damage from mispredicting. Anyways, U-turn happens. Xenon's going to Wish on the turn, and I'm assuming he has Protect. You know, oh, he doesn't, or maybe he just really wants to pass the Wish. I don't know. Anyways, he goes into Reuniclus to take this Thunderbolt, which I'm definitely assuming is Specs based off of the first turn, and does a lot. But because of the Wish, he'll be able to get back up to more or less normal thanks to Wish's change mechanics and all that. And based on that damage, he might be able to live another one, depending on variation. So he does get the Parent, and he's really low. But he's able to squeeze out the Psychic, and because he knows he's choiced from the damage he's doing, if this doesn't kill, he would be able to bring in Gligar immediately after. So that would be pretty nice. Anyways, this thing's almost dead, and it avoids the Sweep Slap, but is paralyzed, so Chinchino just straight up dies. Xenon hasn't done anything with that. And here comes Lucario. So Lucario goes for the Stone Edge and misses, and then Xenon gets, what is with all these wasted turns here? I don't even know. Anyways, Stone Edge happens, finally kills off Reuniclus, and yeah, I don't understand why the opponent didn't lock himself into the Hidden Power Ice if he had it, since he does seem to be choiced mixed, since Hidden Power Ice definitely would have killed at that range, but I'm not sure what Xenon still had left. Oh yeah, he still had Vaporeon. Anyways, that looked to be, to me, like, what, 2-0? Something like that? Anyways, that was a that was a roulette match featuring Xenon and some other guy, and hope you guys had fun watching this match. If you enjoy my content, my link will more than likely be in the description. You're welcome to subscribe if you like. Xenon that found me, and it was also Xenon that is putting me on his own channel as well, so I'd like to thank him for the opportunity to be doing that, despite him being the one that invited me here anyways. And that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm not sure when this narration is going to be going up, if it's going to be going up anytime soon. But yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I'll potentially see you guys later. Peace.